Hey guys, welcome to the studio. My name is Ed. I'm an artist here in sunny Southwest Florida. And today we're going to have the fifth video in our series of videos, which are aimed at not only increasing your awareness of what it means to be an artist and what it means to see with the eyes of an artist, but also to give you real practical ways at increasing your drawing skills. Now, in the last two videos, we took a look at the drawing continuum, if you will. So on one end of the spectrum, we have contour drawing. And on the other end of the spectrum, we have gesture drawing. Both types of drawing seem to be very opposite, very different. We have contour drawing, where we're looking at those little details. We're drawing very slowly and very purposefully. On the other end, we have gesture drawing, in which we don't look at the details, but we look at the whole object at once, and we're drawing rather quickly. Now, today in this video, we're going to see how these appearing opposites actually work together to create one beautiful drawing. So guys, you don't want to miss it. Why don't you sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hey guys, all right. So like I said, we're going to do a little contour and gesture drawing today. We're going to see how those two things fit together. And what we have here again, as last time, I have my studio model. Really great at holding a pose and never needs a break. So this works out well for EMC Art Studios. So hopefully you can see my pad here. If you'd like to try to follow along on the main screen and do some gesture drawing as I do it here, great idea. If not, whatever works best for you. So keep in mind, I'm going to start with a gesture drawing. When you do your gesture drawing, you want to try to use a hard lead pencil. So anything in the H category. So the higher the number, the H, like 4H, 6H, those are going to be lighter drawing pencils because it's harder lead. As you tend toward the contour part of the drawing or even the shading, you can start going into the B pencils. Starts at HB. HB is right in the middle of the spectrum between hard and soft. And 2, 4, 6, 8B as it gets softer and softer, meaning darker and darker leads. So today I'm using a 4B for everything, only because I'd like you to be able to see it on the video easily. If you can't see the drawing, it's not going to do us much good. So I'm going to just use this 4B. Keep in mind, as we do the gesture drawing, I'm holding the pencil a little bit different, holding it more to the side so I can apply light pressure, right? As we go into the contour drawing, I'm going to hold it more like a traditional pencil so I can get those real precise lines. So we're going to start with the gesture. Keep in mind, the gesture, we're trying to be fairly loose in our drawing. We're trying to get those big angles down, and we're seeing how all those parts form together into one whole. So one little trick you might try, if you're not sure of the angle in anything, you can hold your pencil up and just kind of with one eye closed, hold the pencil in line with that angle, and then carefully bring it to your paper. And that helps you see those angles a little bit better. So it does take a little bit of practice, but it's a little trick you can start to develop. I keep in mind as we go through these videos, I'm showing you certain techniques here, gesture, contour. There's so many techniques to teach in drawing, so many different avenues and aspects of which, we'll get into in time. So we're keeping it loose. You want to keep that drawing kind of light. And if you can, try to remember what Alberto Giacometti said. When he draws, he's like an artist that's stumbling through the darkness, trying to find his way. So this, especially gesture drawing, it's more about finding this object, finding where these shapes are, rather than knowing. And that's kind of the reason why we're almost sketching, right? We're kind of keep that pencil moving. I'm searching for these shapes. So if you keep in mind that searching idea, you tend to enjoy the process a little bit more. You're not caught up in trying to make a perfect drawing right away. And kind of let that drawing develop as you will. Another little trick you can do, if I'm not sure how long to make this arm, I can relate this, take my pencil once again, use it like a measuring tool, and I can find an angle in here. I can connect maybe this point with this point. So I'll look in the drawing and I see when I closed, I see from the top of the mannequin's hand to the top of the head, I have roughly this angle. So I can bring that down into my drawing and I should have an angle similar. If it's like this, I know that arm's too small. I'll have to make it longer. So you'll notice as we move along and you start to work on those proportions and everything starts to come together, we can start looking at some of those contours. I can start looking a little bit more specifically at the shape of the head, at the shape of this little part here. And you'll notice my pencil's starting to become a little bit more upright as I look at these angles. Gee, it looks like that's really sharp angle. Okay, I'm not far off. Another thing I could do to test the length of these arms is to hold up my pencil again and connect these two hands. What is that angle at? And I see it's slightly downward. Okay, so this arm is going to be slightly shorter than this arm. And I can bring that into my drawing. Ultimately, guys, remember, there's really three ways, three of the best ways to become better in drawing. The first way is to obviously do some drawing. The second way is to do a little more drawing. And the third way is to do a little more drawing. So if you follow that, if nothing else you learn from these videos, if that's all you take out of it, just draw, 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 you're going to get better. It's just a natural thing. And like I said in the first video, everybody can learn to draw. If I can learn to draw, you can learn to draw. Seriously. It's just practice. Maybe you won't be Michelangelo, but that's okay. Another great thing you might want to do, we talked about in one of the first videos about we have two parts of our brain, and drawing is best done with the right side of your brain. However, that left side of the brain loves to dominate, and we need to get away from drawing with the left brain, right? The left brain was saying, I know what to do. I know what this is. I know, and loves to label things. And the left brain takes over instead of searching and finding, which is more the right brain. So we need to make that shift, right? We've talked about that. And one of the really great ways to do that is to draw with music on. Any art activity, turn on some music, and that helps you make that shift into the right brain. And I find myself, I'll use, depending on my mood, sometimes I'll have all different types of music playing. I'm starting to go back in and pull out some of these contours. I'm going to start looking a little bit more carefully at the contours. And those contours really help to define what the object is. You can even, as part of your gesture, you could start putting in some light shading. This is called the hatching technique, and it's just a fast way to be able to shade something quickly. And the hatching, you know, it's just like such. You can even go back the other way. If it's really dark, you can go back again. So guys, in the name of kind of keeping the video not too long, I'm probably gonna just play the video in a fast mode so you can just kind of see how it's becomes resolved over time. There you have it. So that's the basic idea behind bringing a contour drawing into, bringing a gesture drawing into your contour drawing and kind of uniting those two ends of the spectrum together. Now, in my next video, we're going to start looking at shading and how we can use shading to bring about more depth in your drawings. Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. And until next time, have a great day and enjoy your drawing. We'll see you next time. Thanks.